Welcome back, Yidolani. You may enter. Master and student. After much soul-searching, Oboro has reached a resolution. Yunalani, your return pleases me. I feared I might miss the chance to bid you a proper farewell. Yes, we will be taking our leave from your realm. My mission is complete, and Sabami's wounds have all but healed. Tradition dictates that we return to our elders to deliver tidings of our success. Red Beak's last words? I will not lie. At first they weighed heavily on my mind, but in the end I am a shinobi. Came to this land to perform a role, not out of curiosity or spite. Mayhap Master Gekkai still lives, mayhap not. It's no longer my concern. Karasu is dead, and with his passing it is time to close the curtain on this chapter of our lives. Before I leave, I would ask one favor of you. There's a place I would visit before we depart your room. I would go alone to gather my thoughts. Could you pray look after Sabami while I'm away? Her condition is much improved, but I would not take any chances. Thank you, Yonalani. Your concern is most touching, but I am quite fine, Yonalani. In fact, it would seem that the injuries I suffered were not nearly as grave as they appeared on first glance. It would appear that Karasu meant more to fan the flames of Oboro's ire than to cause true harm. Speaking of Oboro, have you seen him about? It is not like him to disappear in the midst of our preparations for departure. Alone with his thoughts, you say. Where do you suppose he might have gone? Full Falls. The place where the two of you practice, yes? He always has a fondness for waterfalls, yes, that is it. It must be. You know, only Oboro is not himself of late. Perhaps I worry over much, but I can never forgive myself if something ill were to befall him. You will go look after him for me, will you? Seeking not to change his heart, if his heart is truly made up. I wish only to know his true feelings, that I might support him in whatever humble way I can. Well, then go ask him yourself. Jeez. Ugh. What are you doing here, Yunonani? I took you for a woman of your word. Sadami sent you, didn't she? It looks like I was the fool for thinking I could fool two who know me so well. Ever since that day, this is the only place in the world where I can find a moment's respite from the turmoil that rages within me. And yet the instant the sound of the crashing waters fade from earshot, it all comes flooding back. You have proven yourself a true friend to us and a worthy shinobi in your own right. Answer this for me, Yunolani. For what? For whom do you wield your blade? For those around me. Yes, I knew you a woman after my own heart, Yunolani. Standing here just now, that is the answer that I arrived at as well. I speak in earnest to you, Yunonani. Our battle with Karasu, his dying words, they left me a changed man, and I can no longer deny what I've become. For so many years, I questioned nothing. Tradition, custom, my mission. I was a shinobi, a blade, and a blade does not think. I shut off the doubts, the emotions that threatened to rise to the surface, and told myself this was true presence of mind. I lied to myself no longer. In confronting Karasu, I confronted myself. Looking upon Tsubame, lying battered and beaten like my countrymen so many years ago, felt a single, all-consuming desire to visit retribution upon those who wronged us, and to do so by my own hand. I made my decision. I shall go and face the truth, for it is only in doing so that my heart will ever know true peace. I will go alone, and I will hear no more of it. You and Tsubame have sacrificed and suffered more than enough. The battle that awaits is mine and mine alone. If it is Master Gekkai I find at the end of my journey, so be it. One or both of us will die, it matters not. Either way, my mind will be at rest. You've been a true friend and ally, Yunolani. Farewell. Yeah. I don't know how to not to meddle. Oh, bro. She was gonna come anyway. Forgive me, Yunolani. It was as if my legs moved of their own accord. It is just as I imagined. Oboro means to confront Master Gekkai, even if it cost him his life. He has made his decision, and I will not stand in his way, but neither will he stand in the way of mine. Wheresoever Oboro fights, I will fight beside him. It is not too much to ask. Pray lend your strength to us this one final time, Yunolani. You've proven yourself a true shinobi, and your blade unfettered by tradition or convention. It may just be what turns the tide of battle in our favor. Oboro did not say where he was headed, but we already know, don't we? Karasu's last words, Candle keep quay. Let us see what the guards there might tell us. Any unusual happenings lately? Not as such, save for a small private vessel scheduled to dock tomorrow at the crack of dawn. Other than that, it's all pretty quiet around these parts as it's wont to be. Funny thing though, you're not the first one to ask that question. A milkmaid, a fairly common one at that, came by not minutes ago asking the very same question. Is that so? The milkmaid is one of Oboro's favorite costumes, as we might suspect he's one step ahead of us. We could rendezvous with him somehow. It would give us the advantage in numbers, yet the risk of exposing ourselves to our foe is too great. We should observe from the shadows until Master Gekkai reveals himself. Take up a position on the western shoreline. You take to the high ground and keep watch from the promontory over there. Between the two of us, that should cover the entire quay. Who goes there? Show yourself. I know a rat when I smell one. I trust that I'm speaking with the Garlean Empire's Chief of Espionage and Covert Operations. None other. But you can call me Master if you like, young one, for old time's sake. You're full of surprises these days, young one. The Obero I knew would have been on the first ship back to Doma once Karasu called it his last call. You look sturdier than I remember, if a bit gaunt in the cheeks. Are you getting enough rest? You always work just a bit too hard for your own good. All these years it was you. You who taught me the way of the shinobi. You who I loved as a father. Why, Master, why? Why else? For our village, of course. I simply made the choice that any true shinobi would make. Don't tell me you require a history lesson, young one. Since the time of our ancestors, the shinobi have served many masters. For many years I served Doma. Then when the time was right, I chose a more powerful master. Fortunately for me and for our village, my services were in high demand. Have you never wondered why, Obero? Why when the Doman rebellion was crushed by the Empire, was our village alone spared Garlemald's wrath? It was because of my actions. I protected us where the entire nation of Doma could not. Protected? You betrayed us all. The people of Doma trusted us. Do you know how many Domans died that day? We swore our lives to protect them, and you sold them into slaughter. Do you feel nothing? Not even a twinge of remorse at the massacre you brought upon our countrymen. Countrymen? What is Doma to me when weighed against the ancient and glorious history of my fellow shinobi? History is littered with the husk of fragile men who gave their worthless lives to bring glory to their betters. I hoped against hope that Karasu was wrong, that his story was naught but the twisted lies of a sad fool. But no, I was the fool. Master, no Gekkai, for you are no master of mine. In the name of the souls of the untold thousands whose blood is on your hands, I declare your life forfeit. Ah, revenge, is it? Revenge for foot soldiers and peasants? Is that what this is all about? That's why you lingered here like a festering boil after your allotted mission was complete? Forsaking your role for some selfish flight of fancy will not earn you many friends back home, Obero, nor here. The more time I spend in Garlemald, the more I realize that the Empire quite suits me. There's something to be said for a culture that values merciless strength above all. Won over quite a few loyal subordinates. Poor little one. All your lofty words, and here you stand alone. You are alone because you are weak. He has no subordinates, this is true. This isn't an army, after all. But Obero has something you will never had. Comrades who believe in him and the ideals for which he fights. Tsudumi, how did you... Not just me, Obero. Yunalani too has come to fight at your side. Comrades, you would choose the company of a glorified sellsword over that of the master who made you what you are? Oh, how far my pupils have fallen. You are the one who has fallen, Gekkai. Yunalani fights with the sense of honor and purpose that you have long forgotten. Yunalani, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. My friends, my comrades, I am honored to fight at your side. Let us show this false master what true strength is. True talent is wasted on peons like you. I tire of these games. Bold, true power. This technique, it cannot be. The lost fourth wizard, but it was said to be pure myth. Sudami, Yudalani, thank you. It is through your belief in me that I was finally able to believe in myself. And Karasu, you had a hand in bringing this chapter to a close. You may be gone, but you are not forgotten. Aw, that almost sounds like a eulogy. It almost makes me wish I were actually dead. Karasu, you still alive? But how? Well, when it comes to playing dead, I did learn from one of the best, you know? I see, but why vanish only to return? Oh, just an undelivered present. This is the fifth and final piece of Yodolani's traditional garb. Let it never be said that I don't complete my missions, even if it's just playing delivery boy. Wait, Karasu, the elders who named you traitor to our village, they were simply blind to the truth, as was I. If I explain, they will surely see a reason. Please let us return home together. What's this now? Now that wasn't in the script. How soon we forget, Oboro. I was not the traitor, no, but I did follow him. It makes me just as much a traitor, at least in their eyes. Perhaps so. At the same time, you risked your life for what you believed in. We are not so different, you and I. The sentiment is most touching, but my answer remains no. The village was always a bit too cramped for me. I prefer to spread my wings on a grander stage. The honorable deeds of my present do not erase the terrible crimes of my past. I was a spy and an assassin, quite a good one, might add, and for all the blood Gekkai has on his hands, mine are all nearly as red. In the Elder's mind, you had one mission, Oboro. Why complicate the matter? Bring this back and tell the others what they want to hear. The traitor Karasu Redbeak is no more, slain at your hand. You'll be welcomed as a hero, while my fate will be even grander. I will at long last be free. If that is how you would have it, Karasu, then so it shall be. This I promise you, slowly but surely our village will change. I will take what I have learned to build a village that honors all of our fallen, a village you could be proud to call home. Just don't get too cocky now, or I'll have to come back to put you and your whole village in its place. Forward to that day. Let us meet again on the battlefield and pit our ideals against each other as we did that day. Welcome back, Yunalani. You may enter. It is strange, Yunalani. All this time I believed I was instructing you in the way of the shinobi, and yet now that all is done, I feel that I should be the one to call you teacher. Thanks to you, I finally achieved true clarity and presence of mind. My blade is stronger for it, and more important still, I now understand what I am truly fighting for. Body or mind, by any measure, you are every bit my equal as a shinobi, save for one final technique, which I will now impart to you, Kasatsu. Use it to rearrange the energies channeled into your body and unleash powerful ninjutsu techniques one after the next. But be warned, in our tongue it means quite literally life and death. Which one it means for you will depend entirely on your presence of mind. And with this, I believe we have both satisfied the respective sides of our initial agreement. We'll return to our village, which means I must bid you farewell. Though perhaps not this day, I would see my home change for the better and introduce new ways of thinking to complement the old. But before I can, there is much I still must learn about this land. And so I will go on ahead. I will report to our elders the success of Oboro's mission and inform them that he will return as soon as he recuperates from the wounds he sustained in battle. With the soul crystal that Karasu gave us, no one will doubt the success of our mission. It is a faultless plan, if I do say so myself. Yes, how fortunate we were that I thought of it. Never change, Oboro. Promise me that. And with that, Yunalani, it seems that it is I who will bid you farewell. Been a true friend, and my heart awaits the day when we shall meet again. But you will return to give Oboro lessons from time to time, yes? I'm not convinced that his bows are as masterful as he seems to think.